So welcome back to my channel. This is Dom and an update on some of the painting projects I've been working on. As you've seen for the last few videos I put together, it's been a fairly varied and just very varied types of projects I've been working on. But in between, still been working on some sort of impromptu bits and bobs that I wanted to get done. So this is one of those. This is my Russian cheese grater. So this is a Russian quad-mounted heavy machine gun truck. It's a Warlord's miniature. Most of the truck is resin, and then the gun and the crew are metal. Bits of the wheels and the cab top are metal as well, I think. I bought it in the Black Friday sales, just because it's just a fearsome weapon. I just wanted to add some cheese factor to my Russian army. It was awkward to put together. The truck itself is dead simple. It's just very, very easy. But the machine gun itself was very, very difficult. Quite fiddly, and I'm not entirely sure I've got it right, but it looks all right. This ammo box here is separate from the rest of them, and it just didn't seem to be an obvious place for it to fit. So I tried to make it match the other side, and I think it sort of does. And then getting the guy here who's supposed to be firing it in a position where he could actually be firing them was quite difficult as well. I think I definitely haven't got that right. But whatever, it's done. It looks all right, and put it on a base because I know how Ken likes that so much. It may see action at some point. On the other hand, it may just stay in the cabinet gathering dust. But it's a fearsome weapon, if a little bit soft, being a truck. But yeah, good fun, and I was quite pleased to get it. It was. So I think it was in that 3 for 2 thing they were doing. So the two other things I really wanted, and I just picked this one up as a bonus, as a Brucey bonus. And it's painted up all right. I think it's come out okay. So there you go. That's that. So next up, some more armour support, or more vehicle support for my SS Latvian troops that you've seen on a few occasions. These are some resin vehicles from Blitzkrieg Miniatures. I bought them when they were doing their Black Friday sale, because I just didn't really want to have to make up more kits, really, because I don't really like doing them. They're nice models, I have to say. They're good models. They're 156. They're a little bit small, maybe, but I don't mind that too much. So obviously got a 251 German half-track here, which is the large one, and this is the 250, which is the small one, both with their LMGs set up, or MMGs, whatever they are, medium machine guns, on the top. I've used the standard, sort of becoming the standard winter camo that I did on the Stug, and basically they'll fit in with all the Latvians so that they were looking out of place in their winter get-up. Put some old Warlord transfers on them just to sort of give them a little bit of uniqueness, and again had a go with some of the mud just to sort of dirty them up and roughen them up. In the middle of the truck, don't know whether I'll use that or not, but I just thought it's useful to have. Again, I've got a number of trucks in my German collection, but I wanted one in the winter setup, so that's and I can't remember exactly what the deal was with Blitzkrieg, but I bought 4 vehicles, and that was the deal. Well, I think if you bought 2, you got a deal on, was it 2.5? I don't know what it was, but anyway, I thought having a truck that was done up purely for winter war would make sense. So yeah, so I'm quite pleased with them. They've come out all right. They're very simple to do. Just literally, well, if you've seen the video on the Stug build, I just literally sprayed everything grey with my usual undercoat, Halford's undercoat. Then I used the scale 75 winter camo scheme, used the sort of creamy colour underneath. Then I gave it a wash with Agrath Earthshade, let that dry thoroughly. Then I put the transfers on. Once it was all thoroughly dried, used the whiter colour from the Scale 75 winter camo set, just to sort of push over the top. And then a varnish and Bob's Your Auntie. Oh, and then obviously the mud from the Vallejo mud that I used in the Stug video. So I'm yeah, really pleased. They'll look good, and they can go into the collection. So the Latvians have some support. So some more reinforcements for the Latvians here. This is another model I picked up in the Warlords Black Friday sale. It is a Pack 40 AUF RSO anti-tank gun. Now, I don't know whether I'll ever use it. I just thought it was a great little model. I really wanted to get hold of it. I was trying to get it so the turret would actually rotate. In theory, it should be able to, but it kept overbalancing. And if I was clever with magnets, I would have done something like that. So in the end, I just decided to set it up almost like a little diorama, with the gun fixed in the position it's at. The crew members came separately, so I've just cut off their bases, their pudding bases, and stuck them on the top, using the sort of winter camo pattern that I've been using. It's just a bit of fun, really. I thought it was quite a neat little model. Interesting vehicle. I don't know what the chassis, I'm sure somebody in comments will know what the chassis was, but this was basically German ingenuity on the Eastern Front to counteract the lack of anti-tank guns, or mobile anti-tank guns, against the Russian threat, and they mounted a anti-tank Pack 40 anti-tank gun on the top of this tractor. It was very slow because it was overly heavy, so I think actually in bolt action it's a 6-inch move. It's slow movement, but it's a track vehicle. Doesn't have any armour, of course. Well, I think it's maybe an armour class 7, but clearly it doesn't have an awful lot of protection, but it provides a little bit of a mobile anti-tank gun, whereas if you take the Pack 40 normal anti-tank gun, it's stationary. So this could be fun. I just thought it was a novelty, and I really liked it, so I've enjoyed doing it. And sometimes you just do models because they're fun. So it's got the Latvian crest on the front. The guys have got it on their shoulder blade, on their sort of shoulder pad areas, just to show that they're part of the Latvian Corps. And yeah, I'm really pleased with it. So there you go. That's that one done. So finally, this is my battalion of 95th Rifles. Got to have them in the Napoleonic Army, compulsory, obviously. I've got small groups of these which I use in sharp practice a lot. Well, not a lot because they're quite expensive in sharp practice to use, but I have to say this is another one I'm going to blame Martin. I in fact probably blame his good lady wife, and also JP, his channel does lots of Napoleonic refights using different rule system, and they make such use of 95th Rifles, and JP particularly has battalions of formed 95th, and actually in Black Powder you can have a whole regiment of 95th if you wish. They're very expensive points wise, but I thought, you know what, I fancy doing it. So during the Black Friday sale, I picked up, as well as that Pack 40 gun, which I showed from the Latvians from Offensive Miniatures some time ago. I bought a pack of their 95th Rifles, and also from Warlords during their Black Friday sale I bought a pack of their 95th Rifles. They're the resin ones, which I'm not so keen on, but they came out okay. So I was basically 2 figures short of a 24-man battalion, so I had a couple of British Napoleonic Peninsula guys who I have supplemented in here. You can probably spot them. I will replace them at some point because they're not really right. So yeah, 24-man battalion. I might actually make it large and add some more figures in later. I got my eye on those War Games Atlantic 95th rifles. Although I may just turn those into a battalion of the American Rifles, the 5th Battalion, 60th Foot, I think it is. But anyway, well, that's for another day. But now these are done. These come out quite nicely. Quite pleased with them. Fiddle-faddled around with the green. In the end, I wish I could tell exactly what green it is, but it's such a mixed bag of different colours. And then the washes over the top, but I think it's come out all right, so I'm quite pleased with it. Based them individually. I've had to order some bases from some movement trays from who have I ordered from Warbase, I think, to fit them in so I can use them for Black Powder Easy, but I wanted them to have them individually based so that I could break them into skirmish if I wanted to, or indeed use them for other game systems as well. So there you go, there is my 95th rifles, finished. Quite pleased with them. They've come out all right, they look good. So there you go, that's my latest projects. Sort of straddled 2020 and 2021. I've been tempted to keep a count of what I'm doing in 2021, and maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll put that up at the end of this, because certainly these rifles were all completed in 2021. Half of the other stuff probably was as well, so maybe I'll just keep a record of it just for my own sanity to see what I've done this year. Anyway, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're staying safe. I hope 2021 is starting better than 2020 finished. Here's to gaming in 2021. Anyway, stay safe, stay well. This is Dom, signing out, and I'll see you again soon.